Sure, here's a mistake-proof recipe breakdown for Nankhatai cookies that even someone who burns toast can pull off. Okay, first off, if you've never heard of Nankhatai, think of it as India's answer to shortbread. But better, way better. It's crumbly, buttery, and has this melt-in-your-mouth texture that could make a grown person tear up. If cookies could hug, this would be that cookie. To start, you'll need a half cup of ghee. Not butter, not oil. Ghee is the magic here. If you skimp on this, you might as well not bake. Use melted, room-temperature ghee for best results. Trust me, substituting anything else is like showing up to a salsa dance class in sneakers. Now for the dry mix. Combine 1 cup all-purpose flour, a half cup besan, that's chickpea flour, 1/4 cup semolina, and a pinch of baking soda. That besan gives it this nutty, toasty edge. Without it, it's just a bland shortbread, pretending it's special. Add 3/4 cup powdered sugar into the dry mix and whisk. Let me be clear here, powdered sugar, not granulated. The texture difference is enormous. A lump of granulated sugar hiding in your dough is like biting into gravel mid-dessert. No one wants that. Pour your ghee into the dry ingredients and knead it gently. Don't overwork it. That's not a pizza dough, it's delicate. It's like working with wet sand at the beach. And yes, ghee smells like heaven at this stage. You're welcome. Shape the dough into small balls, flatten them slightly with your palm, like coins. Not paper thin, not baseballs. Think quarters. Pro tip, press a few chopped pistachios or cardamom seeds on top for that restaurant-style look. Trust me, it's worth it. Here's the underrated pain point with cookies. Oven temperature. Bake them at 350 degrees Fahrenheit for 15 to 18 minutes. Do not leave them unattended. This isn't Netflix, you need to pay attention. Slightly golden edges are your green light, not brown. Once baked, let them cool on a wire rack, like completely cool. I get it, tempting to eat them right off the tray, but hot Nankhatai are fragile and will crumble in your hands. Good things come to those who wait. Here's the thing about texture. Nankhatai are supposed to be crumbly, not chewy. If yours feel chewy, you've either overbaked them or your ghee wasn't legit. Goat ghee actually makes these even better, but that's for overachievers. Not ready to bake? You can freeze the dough for up to a month. Defrost them in the fridge when you're ready. Late-night Netflix binge baking? These can easily keep up with your schedule. They're versatile like that. Honestly, the smell of these baking is enough to mediate family conflicts. I once avoided an argument over missed calls because my kitchen smelled like roasted sugar and delicate spices. Life hack. Bake while delivering bad news. So if you're sold on making these, just follow the steps above and keep it authentic. Like with any recipe, it's all about attention to detail. Forget the shortcuts. It's one bowl, minimal effort, maximum payoff. You're welcome.